blood American citizens.
I know.
9 years.
There are no true full-blood Americans.
Oh, that's a good question.
Al.
Let's get that. That's a good question.
Actually, there
What
are some.
is an American
Right,
citizen?
that's a
Mr.
great
Ridlin and I
question.
have asked kids
That-
this for years. What makes you an American
What makes
citizen?
you American?
Your mom and dad are both
Yeah.
American citizens, so you're full blood, you were born.
So mom and dad born here makes you an American citizen?
It depends on your ancestors and where they come from.
I don't know.
Because there's only like a handful of people who are actually real full-blooded Americans.
Right, which, and my mom and dad were born in Italy, but I was born here.
Yeah,
But basically we're all mixed breeds here.
Mr. England we used to call it the melting pot. Mr. England now calls it a salad bowl.
Salad bowl.
We used to use melt here. When my grandparents were here, they came here, they began to speak English, and they assimilated into the American way of life. I think Italians still lived in a certain part of Rome.
Yeah, just like Joe Donadio. He lives down here. He's from Italy and stuff, and he came down here. He still sounds Italian. He's got the Italian
Yeah.
speech. And
They
he's been here
keep
for
some
like 30
customs
years.
at home, but still, it must have been difficult. How do you think it was for children of Italian, just I'm using Italian, immigrants that they were in school all day with all their American counterparts, all their American friends, doing all the things the Americans do, and when they went home, their parents spoke Italian and instituted all the Italian traditions that were at home.
That was the rule in my nanny's house. You could speak Italian in the house, but if you were at school or outside the home, you spoke English. My mom was the only member of her family that was born in the U.S.
Oh,
And my grandparents and my two aunts and my uncle were all born in Italy.
do any of you have friends from another country? Do you?
Two
Jack?
friends from Ireland.
Ireland? Do they have different customs and
Yeah,
Are they
but
American
I get
citizens?
along with them.
good? Well, that answers our question. I know you could become, we took our assessment, remember we took our very first test, what it takes to be an American citizen. There is the test that you could take, you pass the test, and you are legally an American citizen. And your children will be. Am I correct, Mr. England?
Yes,
I had
they
sort
call
of
them
a,
anchor babies.
he's sort of a friend.
How about coming here, having your child is American, and then going back to the country you came from? We've read that.
Yeah, it's
Right?
And that's a real problem.
Problem here.
Chinese people.
Kids, did you hear that? No. Someone coming here from another country, having a baby here. The baby is American because it's born here in America, and then they move back to their country. Now, the baby has all the protections and rights of an American citizen, but moves back to its home country. That has happened.
It makes no
And it's
sense.
becoming more common. How about, is this right or fair that a woman comes here pregnant, timing her delivery date
Just
to
right.
be in the country, because as soon as the child is born, they sign up for a social security number and SSI and welfare and WIC, but the parent doesn't even have to be a citizen, but the child
Right.
has full citizenship.
And it's,
And
That's sort of.
it's a real anchor on our healthcare system.
right, anchor meaning, you know.
Weighing it down.
A lot of people don't know
Government
how to do it.
screwed up the
Well,
healthcare
there could
system.
be. Okay. One more point I wanted you to know about the Senate, that our vice president, where is he?
Where is
The
Joe
vice president is the president of our Senate.
Biden? I have not heard from him in a month or two or three.
I said, didn't he go somewhere, like, move somewhere or something like that? Like,
I don't know, Has, we don't know where he is. Mr.
He's
Ringland
in
and I have
Hawaii
been
for all
looking for him on the internet and everywhere.
I think they have him tied up in his office. I haven't even heard a press
He
conference.
could be.
He could be in Hawaii for all we know.
Yeah, that's where everyone goes.
How do you bring up Hawaii? Yes, he could very well be. Okay, we crawled through the Constitution just a little bit. I want to get back to the preamble. We've gone over this once. We had a nice little close read on it. And I would like, you may work with a partner. You may work alone. I would love for you to fill this
just say,
to the best of your ability.
What's
That's
green?
right.
That thing.
The goals, it's right here. Oh, the girls found it, but that's okay. And it's up here. And I have a little word bank for you. Okay, so I would like you to write this in a very neat way. And one person's going to put it on something nice for me to add it to the word wall.
Nice.
wow, that was,
Oh,
See, that would be a good ad. In school, I'd always volunteer to do that, but the teacher would look at me and say, no, that's okay, Al. We'll have someone else write that. There's something about my writing, I have no idea. No, I just read her.
Honestly, just add more words in it.
okay.
first page
Third
was,
grade, I put
yeah,
a comment in there.
That's fine, that'd be fine. I just didn't need, we can have the two of them. I did give you the word bank, I could erase the word bank, that'd be fine.
Figured out the first one.
Alright. Oh, Mrs. Mirren left her cover, she's not here. Her.
She not here today again? Yeah.
You can use the markers. We'll get this going. Tess, you wanna work with the girls?
I'll click on this.
You know,
I'll feel good.
you work real well.
well, we had to rewrite it.
Oh, I did? I know.
You just have to fill in the blanks, write it down and fill in the blanks.
We gotta rank
Up
these.
there.
Only one person on Google's right now? No, you both have to. I want you to keep it in your notebook. But I have it underlined.
We,
I think that's very good underlining. We don't have to write the whole thing, though. We just write the words in order.
in order to form a perfect,
I want you to write this and put these words in there.
Why didn't you just print out a sheet for us?
Why didn't I print out a sheet for you? I did once. We did this.
sure.
I had it on the smart board.
Do we
We
have
like to
another?
do things at least 3 times. I want you to see it, I want you to write it, I want you to play with it somehow. And then we're going to remember it.
Is there more of those larger sheets of paper?
No, do you want to cut those in half?
I was,
The only other thing I can think of is to do this.
we had a request from, sure. Let's do that.
And I have all kinds of markers on my top thing.
There should have been a whole bunch of paper back there.
Okay? So what's important about the preamble?
Hey, my problem piece of paper.
Listing 6 goals. Now I'm gonna put the goals up on the board so that you understand it better.
Actually, I can't
I
borrow
know we
paper.
built
Can I have
rights
a piece of
yesterday.
paper?
Okay, once I say play, everybody wants
Because
to
after I
play.
write it, I'm just kind of borrowing anymore.
I want you to, yes. Why not? I'll get to write it.
Here's a stash of some crayons and markers.
Look what I have.
Yeah, they go on the floor. What do you need? Look at this.
You have to be careful with this. I have
The
like a
people,
penny.
bud.
Oh, yeah.
People.
Well, actually, not me, because like when they pass out stuff you're really good at, I miss the art one. Stick figures, barely.
Right, yeah.
Art, no. Yeah, not it.
She said, she
Crayons,
told me
we got some markers.
I'm cool people.
We even got glue if you need to stick something.
I hope I didn't write on the board with something that doesn't erase. Okay, while you're doing that with a friend,
Crayons. Pencils. Hello.
Please,
Want some markers and crayons, my man? No? This is good.
alright, make it pretty. Make it pretty.
Oh, we gotta do that thing on the board right there.
Yes, please.
Yeah, fill in the blank.
You got it, girl, you got it.
I need you to fill in the blanks.
Alright. You know, my heart. That's pretty sad. How do you put it?
Goals of the preamble.
They might do it stuck here or something.
What goals are there?
I can write that down.
Fresh and credit.
With a black marker. I always study this one.
Doesn't even And then I'm gonna let someone else fill them in.
You got a different marker on you? Just any other one?
Sharpies. Look at.
I got a Sharpie, I just need another one. A black one. Is that a marker? Or a Sharpie? Pen?
I have a question.
Here.
If we use a Sharpie a long time and it becomes old, is it a dolly?
What?
What?
to the home for
For
wayward
decrepit teachers.
If your kids, you have kids?
No, are you kidding? No.
Good, isn't it?
No.
Wow, I'm about to say, if your kids ever put you in a nursing home, don't come around us, 'cause I can take care of you.
Right?
Don't do it.
Crazy. I'm not gonna go over there.
Yeah, I might have a kid.
How my teacher? Because I went to global, oh no.
I'm going to write these goals down, guys, just to help you explain each sentence. We went over each sentence before with our close read, but I want to be able to put these in perspective for you. We'll hit this our third time,
I'm gonna get you a
and
nice
that's
piece of
sunk
paper,
in
Mr.
by
Max.
our third time.
I'm gonna help you out, man.
Ow.
Me too, sometimes I really do. Sometimes I
H. What do you do?
you know, if I still my voice, I'm like, don't. I'm fighting.
Somebody can read these for me as we go. As you're filling those out, I'm writing down, actually, the definitions of each one.
I got crayons, no draw.
You're gonna just add some color, you can mix up the colors. Oh, and I have a prediction. Oh, no. You know what's gonna happen this afternoon?
What?
If you think about our afternoon kids, who is Miss Color changing, writing?
Amanda.
Yes, she's gonna
But
go.
see, then I have to get, she brings her own.
Yes.
Okay. Good,
It is.
good living conditions, yep. And then we're going to match up these
I'm gonna say
six.
this now, guys, I take
Fill
nursing,
out.
I say this now. You can't catch it unless you have sexual contact with a partner.
Well, there's
Or-
one.
Oh, where'd our conversation go?
There's also a different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there.
we've gone down the hepatitis road.
Oh, dear.
Can I kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad got.
Okay. Where'd the conversation go? That's what happens when the student teacher gets it back to the class.
Only HIV and AIDS.
Okay, focus. Preamble.
That's right. We are preambling. We are not rambling. We are preambling.
Wait a minute. Preamble,
That's right, that means you must amble.
and then post-amble.
Right.
Got it.
Yep, so why didn't they call the articles the amble? If we're gonna preamble, now we're gonna amble, so the conclusions will be the post-amble.
Okay, guys, we have lackadaisical today. I'm putting these numbers right here so that we know what we're doing.
Yes.
You say lackadaisical or something?
Yes.
I did. Got it. Thank you for your hard work. We are moving right
I'll
along.
say we the people.
Yes,
We.
it's in your constitution, and
We the
it's
people.
also on page,
Yeah, I only got one.
and we're on page 162, 163. We used our books, we used our constitution, we used our handouts, our board. I'm not gonna say, oh, yeah, the smart board worked today.
There is a constitution,
We have to talk to this smart board.
and I have to stay away from it. Smart boards and I don't get along.
That smart board don't
It's
like
one of my,
your election.
one of my goals.
No, it's in here though, or it's in your book.
Yes,
The smart
you
board
like it?
is smart.
And I have it in here. This book, did you give me this?
I don't think so, I think
I
you
love
found
it.
that one.
It's like a teacher's edition or something. I might have gotten it in the
You
library.
might have.
Zach, you wanna use it?
I think you said page 163.
I'm gonna lose it on this one.
I found it.
You found it? Okay.
Start with a T.
You're